The White House at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is the most famous residence on the planet. To the public, it's a symbol of democracy. To the president, it's a home. But to the Secret Service, it is the most targeted acre of land in America. Because of this, the White House operates under a set of rules that would make a high-security prison look relaxed. We aren't just talking about background checks. We're talking about everyday items, things in your pocket, your kitchen, or even your toy box that are strictly, and sometimes hilariously, forbidden from ever crossing the threshold. From a legendary soda ban to high-tech, always-on spies, here is every surprising item secretly banned from the White House. Coca-Cola. You'd think the leader of the free world could order a Coke whenever he wanted, but for nearly half a century, the White House was a Coke-free zone. This strange ban started during World War II under President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The Secret Service has a rule. Anything the president consumes must be chemically verified for safety. They asked the Coca-Cola Company for their top-secret 7X formula to check for potential poisons or unstable chemicals. Coca-Cola, protective of their billion-dollar secret, flatly refused. Since the government couldn't verify exactly what was in the bubbles, FDR banned it from the building entirely. It took decades of negotiations and specialized security-cleared delivery teams to finally bring the red cans back into the West Wing. Personal smartphones. If you're a visitor or a staffer, your smartphone stays in a locker at the gate. Ever since the mid-2000s, personal mobile devices have been considered the #1 threat to national security. Why? Because a modern smartphone is a perfect spying tool. Foreign intelligence agencies can remotely activate the microphone to listen to top-secret meetings, or use the camera to map out the interior of secure rooms. Even the president's personal phone isn't what it seems. It's a government-hardened device with the GPS, camera, and microphone hardware physically removed or disabled. No apps, no games, just pure encrypted communication. Drones. The air above the White House is the most restricted airspace in the world. Drones are strictly forbidden within a 15-mile radius of the building. The Secret Service uses advanced signal jammers and electronic fences that can seize control of a drone the moment it enters the zone. In 2015, a small hobbyist drone accidentally crashed on the White House lawn, causing a massive lockdown. Since then, security has added specialized radar and even drone-killing tech on the roof. If you fly a drone near 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, don't expect to get it back, and expect a very long talk with men in dark suits. Smart speakers. You will never find an Amazon Echo or a Google Home in the Oval Office. These devices are always on, meaning they are constantly recording snippets of audio, waiting for a wake word. For a president discussing classified military strategy, an always listening microphone is a disaster waiting to happen. The risk isn't just accidental recording, it's voice cloning. If a hacker gets hold of enough high-quality audio of the president's voice, they could create a deep fake to start a war or crash the stock market. In the White House, if it has a voice assistant, it's banned. Selfie sticks. In 2015, the White House officially joined museums and theme parks in banning selfie sticks. The reason is twofold. First, decorum. The White House is a place of serious international diplomacy, and waving a 4-foot metal pole around while meeting a prime minister is considered undignified. Second, and more importantly, is safety. In a room filled with 200-year-old priceless paintings and expensive security sensors, a clumsy tourist with a selfie stick is a walking demolition crew. To the Secret Service, a long metal pole also looks uncomfortably like a weapon or a concealed camera rig. GPS fitness trackers. This ban became famous in 2018. You cannot wear a Fitbit, Apple Watch, or any GPS-enabled fitness tracker in secure areas of the White House. This started after the Strava incident, where a fitness app published a global heat map of its users' jogging routes. The map inadvertently revealed the exact path Secret Service agents took around the White House and even showed the layout of secret overseas military bases. Now, if your watch can track your location via satellite, it's staying in your gym bag. It sounds like a joke, but balloons are a serious security violation at the White House. There are two big reasons. First, the sound. When a balloon pops, it creates a pressure wave and a sound profile that is nearly identical to a small caliber gunshot. In a high-stress environment, a popping balloon can trigger a reflexive response from armed agents. Second, balloons drift. They can block the view of security cameras or float into motion sensors, triggering false alarms that lock down the entire building. If there's a party, it's strictly banners and flowers. In the world of cyber warfare, the humble USB thumb drive is a weapon of mass destruction. One infected drive can bypass the most expensive firewalls in the world. This is why White House computers are air-gapped, physically disconnected from the public internet. To keep it that way, the use of any outside USB device is a fireable offense. Security teams often go as far as filling the USB ports with physical glue to make sure no one, not even a curious intern, can plug in a found drive. This is the only item on the list banned purely out of spite. President George H.W. Bush hated broccoli so much that he officially banned it from the White House kitchen and Air Force One. He famously told the press, "I'm President of the United States, and I'm not going to eat any more broccoli." He even received thousands of pounds of broccoli from angry farmers as a protest, but he stood his ground. For 4 years, the White House was a green tree-free zone. Outside gifts and food. If you send a homemade pie to the president, he will never taste it. In fact, he'll never even see it. Every single gift sent to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is diverted to a secret off-site screening facility. They use X-ray machines, gas chromatography, and even taster protocols to check for poison, explosives, or biological agents like anthrax. Most food gifts are documented and then immediately destroyed. Even world leaders bringing official food gifts must have their items cleared by White House chemists before they are served at a state dinner. Unofficial pets. The White House has a pet protocol. While most presidents have dogs or cats, you can't just bring any animal into the residence. History is full of weird attempts, like Thomas Jefferson's bear cubs or James Buchanan's elephants. Today, pets must be vetted for health and temperament. Exotic animals are strictly forbidden because they can carry rare diseases or cause unpredictable security incidents. If it can't be house-trained or if it poses a biological risk, it's not moving into the East Wing. From the soda in the fridge to the watch on your wrist, the White House is a place where even the most normal items become a threat. Security is a 24/7 job, and sometimes that means saying no to a balloon or a head of broccoli. Which of these bans was the most ridiculous to you? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see the secret rooms hidden inside the White House, make sure to hit that subscribe button.